I'm just opening my screen, so we'll let a few people join as we get prepared here. How you doing, Andrea?
Good. Hey, Felicia. I am so
Yeah.
bummed. I'm gonna miss Friday's call because I
Oh,
have to
it'll be
do.
re
Yeah, but I can't find any of the recordings for master classes.
Rose, can you help with that, please? Let's get Rose on that. They
Yeah,
should all be on.
I will
I don't
update.
see August, September, October.
So all of the recordings will be on Kajabi. So after this, we are actually doing a database sort of review, and we'll make sure we'll get them. But if they're not there, I will make sure that Rose gets right on that. Thanks
Okay,
thanks for bringing that to
because
our attention.
website is what I need to do, and I think
Yeah.
that's what you're doing Friday.
Oh, on Friday, we are not going to be doing website training. We are going to be doing a workshop from the call that was on Tuesday. So Tuesday, we've kind of switched around a little bit of the schedule. So we are listening to what our members are saying, and we've switched it around. And so the website is being postponed due to our website presenter needing a new date.
Oh, okay. Well, then good for me.
That works. That works. But Friday's class is a workshop for everyone to really start strategically setting up their business. And we had that class on Tuesday, and now we're going to do some follow through on it. All right. So today, we are going to be talking about building $1 million senior niche business. So I am your host today, Felicia Saraceno. I'm here in sunny Southwest Florida, and I'm one of your PAC coaches and co-founders. And I work just about 90% with seniors, with buyers and sellers, and making sure that they are moving to their forever home, whatever that might be. That could be a 55 and over community, a smaller property, a senior living community, etc. So we are advisors for our seniors and their families. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about how you're showing up, what education you're getting, and what processes you already have in place. But then more importantly, what are you going to need as you grow within this niche? Okay, so we all know that seniors are the fastest growing, wealthiest client segment in history right now. This is the largest transfer of wealth. Every 8 seconds, someone turns 65 or older in the US. There's this huge transfer of wealth that's happening. We see it right here. And on top of that, we know that last year, 58% of sellers, according to NAR, were seniors. The year before, it was 51. So I'm interested to see how that progresses as the years shift with the baby boomers and the silver tsunami happening. So this is becoming a very, very big piece of what is happening in our country right now, what is happening with our seniors right now, and how are we prepared? Because I'll tell you right now, the statistics are out. 95% of most agents, they're not prepared. They don't understand the unique differences. Someone in this segment really needs to help guide them through sometimes selling, first time sellers right now. And so this is unprecedented. This is new. And I'm here as your senior living expert because I'm a former executive director and sales director of assisted living and marketing. So if you're going to join us later today, we do have a spotlight happening at 11 o'clock. And our 11 o'clock spotlight, don't miss it. I'll repeat it again, is going to be a senior living marketing professional who's been in this industry for well over a decade. and she is a powerhouse at filling her building and as a sales director. She is a powerful, powerful player. So we're going to be talking directly to her. So there's going to be some great Q&A, and that's open for everyone to kind of be able to learn from her and just learn more about what's happening within the industry right now. So the advisor mindset works extremely well in this industry right now with working with seniors. And as we make this fundamental shift within our business, some of you are working at a very high level right now. Some of you, this is new for you. And some of you have been moving towards building relationships within this senior niche market and creating these referral partners, these reciprocal referral partners, which we call your BOD. So if you are a member, you know that we use these terms, reciprocal referral partner, building out your BOD, making sure that you're working within the senior niche. So agents right now, they buy, sell homes, they focus on the transaction. Majority of them are chasing leads. I find it wild that people are fighting for Zillow leads where they have a 40% referral to Zillow and then have to do their broker split or their team split. And they walk away with peanuts from the end of it, unless you're selling a $10 million property, right? But a lot of agents are taught how to chase leads, how to make phone calls. How many people are you calling a day? Are you calling your 100 people a day or 100 people a week? And how are you building those relationships? And yes, when you are calling all of the expireds in your market every day as they become expired, it's a numbers game. Someone eventually is going to say, yes, I want you to sell my home. However, it is a lot of cold calling and chasing. And I think many of you would be, you would agree with me. So becoming a senior advisor, it really solves this lifestyle and legacy need. You're building something that is a reciprocal referral partnership where instead of calling cold leads, you're getting connected to warm and hot leads. And most of the time they're calling you directly because of the relationships that you built, or they are doing a warm email intro, or you're going on a listing appointment, which it's really not a listing appointment, but maybe you're going to with a Move Manager on a quote for them to see about moving this senior, but you're going in as the real estate partner. When you build relationships like this, you become the forefront and the expert within this in this industry. And it really helps to solve a lot of pieces that have been missing. You're here to provide solutions that families are going through right now because they might be dealing with some serious health issues. Maybe they got to get mom and dad to move from sunny Florida up to Massachusetts, what I'm dealing with right now with a seller. And they want to be closer to family because of health issues that are happening. And the children, the adult children live up there, and they want to make sure that they can go visit mom and dad whenever they want. So you're providing some peace of mind solutions for them. And in the meantime, because of this $70 trillion of wealth transfers, you're attracting some wealthy referrals because we don't just stop at the transaction. We look at their entire real estate portfolio as how can we help you and your legacy. So this is a whole nother piece. So you are wanting to serve seniors and attract wealthy clients. So what I said, and I've been saying this all along, we have solo agents who want to do this within their marketplace. We also have teams that are looking to build an agent that's the go-to agent on their team to work with these clients. just as you would with a luxury client and entertainment, waterfront, golf, the list goes on and on and on. Farm and land, you have agents that are specifically working in a certain niche on your team to build that team out. You also have buyer's agents and folks who are geographically located. So now we're building in and we're adding in another pillar for folks that serve seniors in their marketplace so that they can have a well-rounded team member or even office right now. So wouldn't you want to be that person who's that go-to agent that everyone partners with? Because we know that you have to level up your level of concierge service to your seniors because they may not be tech savvy, may not know how to use DocuSign. These are all things that we have discussed. So you're positioning yourself to be the go-to transition advisor in your market. And you want to position yourself to partner with folks, even on a referral basis, so that you can help have people understand what you do. You're also building these partnerships, these reciprocal referral partnerships that know who is moving within the area to senior living, who is right sizing, who is moving out of the area to a senior living community. I recently moved someone from down here all the way up to a senior living community in Maryland, and we helped them attain that. What are they bringing with them? How many people helped with that entire move? So on that move, we had about 7 vendors or reciprocal referral partners that helped us make that move possible for that family, down to being able to transport that seller who had some care needs up to Maryland. So you build those partnerships, or your BOD, your board of directors, so that they are making sure that when they meet with their clients, they're seeing how you can help their clients and vice versa. This creates a pipeline for you, and it tracks seniors who are looking to move, to make the move. And within this move, there are some very wealthy seniors right now who are making these moves 100%. And then, of course, profitability. We talked about this on our LFG call on Tuesday. How many of you were present on that call that we had? I think a few of you were. And we talked about this because there's another level of service that you can provide to your clients. This is something that we've talked about in the past. I know I have talked about in the past. I have 2 LLCs so that I have my real estate side and then how I help my seniors with right sizing or downsizing. Or what we talked about on Tuesday's LFG call was the concierge level services and what your hourly rate was for those concierge services. Do you all remember that? I know a few of you are on the call. You can shout it out too if you recall. So who recalls what that hourly rate was that that agent was looking to charge? This is interactive. I can't see chat. So does anyone remember what that was? What that agent who asked the question wanted?
I can't quite remember. Was it $100 an hour?
She was starting out, and I had mentioned that you can go figure out what your hourly rate was, $100, $180, whatever that was. She was advised to start at $40 an hour. But remember, if you remember the financial class that we had with Matt Plummer, his style of making sure that you have profit first was when you have your hourly rate or when you get paid, 50% goes to profit, 20% goes to a tax savings account for your taxes, and then 30% goes to business expenses. So as you start these hourly rates, that is something for you to really think about. So are you okay with a $20 an hour rate Is that enough for you to do these concierge level services? Is that not enough for you? It's $50 an hour more what you value the products that you are doing. So these are things that we're going to start diving into for you. So as you build your business, you have a structure, you have these policies and procedures that you are creating so that you could move through and set your business up correctly and then not look back a year later and say, man, my hourly rate was too low, because nobody wants that. So positioning yourself to become the go-to senior transition advisor. We have talked about this over and over and over again. All the coaches talk about this. And so you need to make sure that you are specializing in the senior niche. So you're focusing on right sizing or downsizing, senior living transitions, and estate transitions. Sometimes we work with folks after they have passed away in a probate estate manner, not being proactive. So the quote, and I forget who started this quote, but they say you're better off being 5 years too early than 5 minutes too late. And I think that's one of our local senior placement advisors, Bruce Rosenblatt, who always said that, if I remember correctly. And you also are looking to educate. All of you know that I'm a huge proponent of workshops, education, webinars, making sure that we are providing value and education, not just market updates, but education on how we're navigating this through the different transitions. Linda's been doing an excellent job at that, and I'm so proud of her. And she's also one of our coaching students. She just wrapped up her VIP coaching sessions, and she recorded one of her presentations, and we watched it, and she did a fabulous job. It was amazing. But this is stuff that we are building for you so that you are becoming the go-to person in your market share. And that's going to attract more professionals to you, more seniors to you who are looking to make this transition. So I'm all about education, hosting events, and making sure that you are the authority within that market share. And then, of course, depending on your market, some markets do well with print advertising. Some markets don't do well with print advertising. My market down here is a heavy, heavy print market. Print does really, really well down in our neck of the woods. And that's not saying that it's not going to do that well for you, but every market share is a little bit different, right? So you have to figure that out. And ask around to the senior living communities. Do you do a lot of print? Does it work? They'll tell you. They'll tell you what that comes out to. So partnerships, we talk about this all the time. Your top partnership companies that you should be building relationships with, your elder law attorneys and your estate planners. Financial advisors and CPAs. Financial advisors are huge because they're the ones managing the money. And 9 times out of 10, the adult child or the senior goes to the financial advisor to say, I want to make this transition. We're ready to move into a CCRC. Can we afford it? Let's take a look at what all of our assets are. Can we afford it? So these financial advisors are key players, key components. So if you haven't met with one, it's really, really important for you to build relationships with them because they are the key into you making that connection. Senior placement specialist. Senior placement specialist in my area, I have 5 strong senior placement specialists. On average, they're moving 5 to 8 people in a month of people who already want to move to senior living. So how are you connecting with them to tap into it? Now, there are some agents that want to become a senior placement specialist. That is a whole nother ball of wax to do. It is a lot of training. It is of making sure you have contracts in place. My preference is to go to the people who already have that traction, who already have those contracts in place, and see how I can get in with them to when they're doing their assessments, their initial assessment with the senior. So I can present with them at events. And then how can I service their clients who are already have the mindset of moving? The mindset's already there. That's half the battle. Now you have to set yourself apart for why they should partner with you and what your value proposition is, other than the neighbor down the street who's been an agent for 30 years. And that happens a lot. And if you have a strong partner, they're going to root for you to get that interview. And you should go on those. And then, of course, luxury service providers, concierge services, estate sale companies, high-end moving specialists, senior move managers. Every senior living community in my area uses a senior move manager. You can find those at we talked about this the other day, at NASM.com, which is the national database where there are vetted senior move managers there in your marketplace. If you look on there and say, hey, there's no one in my area, well, we have a secret weapon for you. Reach out to us on our Productive Aging Collective email, or shoot us a message on social media. And we have a strong connection with Matt Paxton, who is the #1 downsizer in the US right now. And if you don't have anyone in your area, he has been willing to help us. And we can call him and say, hey, Sherry has someone who she can't find someone in XYZ area on NASM's website, and we're having a tough time. Do you know of anybody? That is a huge, huge, huge plus for you as working with our database and with our partnerships. So leverage that. Leverage it to your advantage. Okay, so this is your pipeline to attract seniors through education. Hosting some exclusive events with an elder law attorney, with a financial advisor, at a luxury senior living community, at a location that maybe they'd want to go to. Maybe they don't want to go to the library. Maybe you've hosted one at the library or the senior center and you've only had 5 or 10 people attend. Maybe you have to think a little bit more broader and see what's a luxury space within your market to host this. One of the new things that, one of the things that we see down here is there's a lot of financial advisors that host events at Capitol Grill or Fleming's. See how you can participate with them at the local Hilton Center here, because we have a conference center there, or at a luxury auto dealership in your area. They always have space for that. And you're holding some exclusive events to attract folks coming who want to come there, like-minded people as well. Creating educational guides, especially for adult children and navigating senior transitions, it's huge. We've talked about that a little while ago, but we're going to start bringing that back around for how you can utilize those as lead magnets within your business. Educational guides when you go on listing appointments, and consistent content. As we are growing, we are also all growing all of our social media and our listing presentations and our marketing collateral. All of your social media, from Facebook to Instagram to TikTok to your website to LinkedIn, it should all look pretty much the same. And showing that consistency through that content, it helps to make you familiar, but it also helps to ensure that you are very regular in the content that is driven. And right now, providing that education and becoming that agent within your market not only attracts clients to you that you want to work with, it's also attracting other agents, brokerages, teams that might want to partner with you, along with those professionals. So I know a few of you have told me success stories on that as well, and how that's really helping to leverage you and elevate you within your marketplace. And we also did a little chat GPT exercise on that a couple of weeks ago too, for those who are on the call. Remember that. Profitability. You have to put an ROI on everything you do, not just the transaction count, right? Because sometimes we work with our seniors and it takes a little bit more time than others. So how are you leveraging yourself for referral revenues to be the referral partner within the network that we have? We have almost 1,000 people on our Facebook page right now, which is great. How are you becoming that referral revenue for your market? How are you showing up? How are you interacting with that to help showcase what you're doing in your market? This is what the senior mastermind is about. How are you showcasing that? It's a great tool and it's not utilized a lot. So it's untapped market value, something to think about. You could also host premium consulting sessions, exclusive workshops that might be paid or unpaid. Or perhaps you're doing something with your vendors, your reciprocal referral partners. Words matter. And making sure that all of it is paid for, the food is paid for. What are you doing to help attract the clients that you're looking for? If you kind of broke it out in this way and said, okay, I want to host this event, a luncheon at XYZ company. It's going to cost us $700, let's just say. Well, this closing attorneys, insurance company that you use, inspectors, and say, would you sponsor and put together a proposal for them? Would you help cover the cost? It will cost $150 a person to help and have them be there with their content, their marketing collateral, and support you. Because sometimes it's really challenging for a title company or a lender to give you a referral when you are working and they're working with multiple agents, right? So there's other ways that they can support you. Leverage that. And of course, high value services. The more opportunity you have to showcase what you do and how you are supporting seniors within this space, it's a no-brainer for them. So 9 times out of 10, when I am on a listing appointment, they say, I want to use you, not the neighbor, because my value proposition is on point. And that is what most of you are working towards rather quickly. And the new folks are coming in are really starting to push that as well. All right, so we're not going to get into a case study. We're running a little long today, but I'm going to move on. So right now we're all taking action to serve, to shift, to scale. Everyone here is here to educate themselves, to figure out what marketing collateral they need, what words they need to use to elevate themselves, and to scale through their networks with their reciprocal referral partners. And this is where we have, and if you were on the call on Tuesday, we talked about building out your referral services. And for those who were there or listened to the recording, they had some homework to do because we're going to be putting that into action tomorrow. And leveling up your practice. So for those who are with us, you know that we have the monthly membership that has Mindset Mondays, masterminds and workshops, member spotlights. We have one today at 11. And then script and role play, which is really important. Script and role play is really, really, really important. You need to know what to say and you need to practice it. And that is included in our monthly mastermind with the PAC membership for $99 a month. But we just launched some exclusive resources with the Age and Engage content kit, which I'm so happy with because it's daily social media contact. And it is a way for you to be able to know what to post when, and it's a no-brainer. We still should be posting things on our social, so you should be posting a couple of times a day on how you are working with seniors and then posting your outcomes. Maybe you went on a listing appointment and you're just posting a video of you getting to the house and say, on my way to a listing appointment. We should be really still utilizing posting our listings and showcasing and featuring them. One of my favorite things to do is post an out-of-state opportunity for someone else's listing that is happening right now. And then, of course, your referral Popeyes. We always plan for the month after. So right now in October, we're planning for November so that we know what to do. We can pre-order anything that we need to, and we can get that arranged in a timely manner. And I just launched with that follow-up scripts and email. So what do you do after you drop off this referral Popeye? How are you interacting with them? Are you just dropping and ghosting? We have to interact. And then, of course, we have an elite network of top senior niche advisors nationwide. So if you need someone in Alaska, if you need someone in Connecticut, we have you covered. And that's something that's really, really important. So the annual membership is $99 a month, and that is for the PAC membership. The Age and Engage content kit is getting launched right now. If you want that separately for $19.99 a month, but it's about a $57 value. And then if you are a PAC member, this has been granted to you as part of your membership. It's huge. And it has really, really helped me gain more momentum, even on my own social media, because I think that's really, really important. So I'm actually using the same content and showcasing that. So it's a great case study for that. So this is a little bit of what the daily posts look like. And we can get into all fun things, but one of the things is you want to make a copy of this onto your Canva because it's through Canva. And then your referral Popeye ideas for the month of November, what week you're focusing on, what's going on with the healthcare observances at that time, who you should partner with, what options, budget, mid-priced, or a little bit more luxury budget that you have, and then where you could buy them with direct links on where you could buy them. So your multi-million-dollar senior niche awaits you right now. You're just now positioning yourself to level up and really take that action. I'm going to stop my screen share and just open it up really quick to any questions that anyone has. I see there's a chat. I'm going to open that up right now. Oh, Donna said, what's the cost of coaching? So $99 a month is the mastermind coaching with all the classes. And that takes you through all of the masterminds that we do on Tuesdays and Fridays. And then also there's mindset coaching with Paul, your script and role play / spotlight, because today we're going to be doing a spotlight on that. with senior living advisor, which is really important, a marketing director, I should say, who's been in the industry for about 10 years. And then the LFG calls are, of course, complimentary. And you also get the Engage media content kit, which is really, really important, which includes what to post every day and then what referral pop-bys and scripts you need for follow-up. So that's all included in the $99 a month. But if you said, nope, I don't want to do the monthly coaching, I just want to get all of the content, that's $19.99 a month. And then if you really want to level up your game, we have the VIP one-on-one coaching where we deep dive and take a huge look into your business for you at $9.99 a month. And Heather just wrote, masterminds and mindsets are super helpful, so value. And the new social content has helped so much. I don't struggle with implementing. Yeah, so this is leveling up your business within this niche to say, okay, I am ready to put these ideas into motion. And now what's the blueprint? The pop-by list is on Kajabi. It has its own lesson and module. So the posts that Rose has been putting out, the content post for what to post every day, is now moving into a Kajabi module so that once you're in that module for Kajabi, to look for what to post every day, because one day it's a graphic, one day it's a reel, one day it's a story, one day it's a carousel. Like it's a mix of content for you so that you are getting the most interaction with your base. And then I just got a message from Facebook, I don't know if you all experience this, that my content has been very valuable. So now they're exposing me to more people, which is huge. So when you go to Kajabi, it's part of your membership. This is the website that you would go to. See if I can edit this really quick. And there's a login for all of our students to be able to log in. And then there are lessons that you would click on, and you would click on the Engage kit to get to the social media content, or you would also click on the pack membership to get to all the mastermind recordings that you would have. And it's great to be able to listen to those again. So if you want to join coaching, we have a tab on there for coaching. And I sent out a notification to all of our members within the past 24 hours that you now have access to this new social media kit. So if it didn't come through on your email, check your spam, because I sent it to every single one of our coaching students right now. And if not, you could always just reach out to us and we can send that again to you. And you could email us and we'll respond to that email so it's fresh in your email inbox. And then make sure that you make us not spam and add us to your inbox. And I know, Andrea, thanks so much for attending today. I appreciate that. So does anyone have any thoughts or questions? Who's excited? Y'all quiet today. Who's excited about leveling up their business right now? I got hearts happening. All right, I got hands raised, hearts big. Put it in the chat. I love that. I love that. That's awesome. Well, thank you all for attending. Be sure to tune in at 11 because we are going to be jumping on with my spotlight folks from Senior Living. So have a great day. All right. Rose, do you want to stay on with me quick? Everybody have a great day.
Let me say something.